Yo, hey guys. Today I have a very weird experience that just happened to me, and I can't describe it exactly. But it was a very weird experience, and I don't know really what exactly happened. But here it is. Okay. So here's what it went like. So just to say first of all, okay, don't worry. So I woke up at night, and I had an urge to go in my brother's room. No, not an urge. I mean, I just felt like going in my sort of an urge, but I had an urge to go in my brother's room. And this was at night, around, I don't know what time it was, but it was night, and I just fell asleep and woke up still in the same night. I went to my brother's room, and my brother, he had, look, okay, guys, this was crazy, but my brother's eyes, weren't the same. They were, um, covered in, like, I can't describe you to exactly what happened, but I don't really know what just happened there, but I never expected anything like this to happen. He didn't have normal eyes, he had button eyes. There were buttons right there on his eyes. He had button eyes, and I did not expect to see that. So I got surprised, like, oh my days, come on, this can't be real. This can't be real. So I tried to pick them up, and I saw my mum next to him still with button eyes, and what? I was so confused. So I went to check on my sister. And yes, she too also had button eyes as well. So at this point, I am baffled. Okay, I am baffled for that reason. Okay, look, I'm just looking at my reflection behind the mirror behind that. There's just on the phone. I'm filming again right now. See my reflection at the same time as myself in the camera. Okay, so yeah. So I checked my brother. Yes, he had button eyes as well. And so I went back into my room and I turned my light on to calm down. And no, I didn't do that. Actually, I didn't turn the lights on, so I did not do that. So I kept it off, basically. So I went to the kitchen. I went to grab something to eat. Um, I went something to eat from the kitchen just to calm down. Maybe I'm just too tired and just seeing things, Grab some water probably or something like that. I drank some water, went back up, and yes, it was so obvious. I shined the torch, and yeah, he had button eyes and buttons. And I mean, you may be thinking that this is crazy or this is ridiculous. And yes, it does sound ridiculous. How does he have buttons for eyes? It doesn't make any sense. So, this doesn't make any sense. So, I was really starting to be so. I was getting really concerned about what I'm just experiencing. And I felt like my brother was waking up. So I had to hide somewhere. I thought to myself, I had a feeling that I should not let him see me at all. I had the feeling that I should not let anybody see me. Only I was the odd one out. I had normal eyes. I could even feel my eyes. I could even see them in the mirror. And now everything is normal. But I don't know what I just experienced. I'm just glad. I just don't know why I did not film it. I should have filmed it. But I had the feeling I should not let my brother see me at all. Okay? I should not let him see me. So he was waking up and I can see him get up and I can see his button eyes. That was weird. I can see his button eyes. My mum too. Also button eyes. She had also eyes that were buttons instead of eyes. Black ones, just black buttons. At this point in my head I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? This is what I'm thinking the whole time in my head. What the heck is going on? And I know that this point there is um basically a from that, and I don't know how to get out of this situation. It felt like I was awake at all this time. It felt like I was awake. I wasn't really asleep. It felt like I was awake. I just woke up. Now, there is something called a false awakening. Now, I'll tell you what that is. A false awakening means that if you dream or sleep, basically, you wake up, but you're not really waking up. You're just dreaming that you woke up. Just how you could have a dream that you are. No, okay. Okay, so it's in real life, yeah. Real life, yeah. But the false awakening means that you believe you woke up. In reality, you're still asleep. So I'm thinking to myself, this could be happening to me at the moment. But there was one proof that proved that you're not awakening, basically. And it didn't really feel like I was false awakening because I stood in that situation for ages and I never woke up. And I know that at some point you will wake up. It doesn't matter. You will always wake up here at some point. Doesn't matter if it's doesn't matter how long it takes. You'd always wake up, and it could be even less than 10 minutes, sort of like that. But you'd always wake up, okay? Always. But I never woke up, meaning that the only choice meant that this was actually real, you know. So I check on my sister, and then I heard a mysterious talking. It sounded really odd, but I could make up that it was my brother's voice. I'm in my room. This point, I'm in my room, shivering, and I cannot believe, guys, what I'm just experiencing. What the heck is going on? This is ridiculous. There's something in myself. This is ridiculous, and went there, spying on them just to see they have buttons for their eyes. And first of all, if you're watching this video, please leave a comment down below. If this ever happens, I ever get into the same situation, what do I do? How do I get out of that? Okay, because I don't know what really is that I just got into. What is this? Okay, but I just don't know what really I just got into. Oh look, just to give you guys, just to say something quickly, okay? Get rid of that spot. Okay, just to say something really interesting, guys. On the middle of this phone, I don't know why, but I don't pay attention to it, but you see how I'm just turning to the side. There are two lines on the phone. Two, like, small strings. There's two small strings, and they move everywhere, and it turns into one orange string if the phone is perfectly parallel, perfectly straight line. So keep the phone in a straight line, it turns into one string. Yes, there is some sort of a little bit that can also turn, it can't be perfect. But still, if you keep it around the balance level, it should be one big one orange line. Really interesting, actually. That's what I just want to tell you, okay? So, I snuck in my brother's room, and they saw me. Well, they didn't see me, but my brother saw me, and he started laughing at me. My brother, who had buttons for his eyes, started laughing at me like crazy. I was getting freaked out. It so happened to my mum. She also started laughing to me, and my sister as well also started laughing. And I'm like a crazy. I could not get them to stop. They were laughing like, ha ha ha, 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 sort of. And they just kept on looking at me, just laughing, not even moving, not even anything. Just not even wanting to put their hand up. They just kept on laughing. And I was starting to, I had no choice, and I had a feeling I had to run. And I was running. I dashed for the door, and I can see my sister behind me, and my brother behind me. Of course, I was faster than all of them. I was quicker than all of them, actually. So I ran, and I hid in my living room behind my couch. And all the lights were off at this point. All the lights were off at this point, but I hid behind my couch. I have this. My couch is sort of in a curvy couch. Let me give you a brief description of what it is. My couch is sort of like. Let me tell you, for example. You know the couch is on a flat wall. It's got a wall which is next to a corner, so it goes like this a little bit. The wall's in the corner, like this. Then it turns sides, and then it it's that part of the couch is covering the corner. It reached close to the corner, then turned on the left a little bit like that. So on the corner, there's a small gap area between the corner the small corner gap that you could sort of fit in, actually. And I fit in that. I went inside that and ducking myself in. Um, I went inside and I can sort of feel the door opening. I stood hidden there. I did not move or make any noise. And I had a feeling that if one sees me, I am making a mad dash wherever I go. So I can see my brother with his creepy button eyes. Like he had buttons for his eyes, and it was actually very weird. And I can see my brother coming, and my brother's coming close to the couch. I'm like, please stay hidden, please. And he sees me. My brother saw me, and he started laughing at me and coming towards me. And he looks like he was about to attack me. My button-eyed brother looked like he was about to attack me. And I made a mad dash, and then all the others catch up to me and all start to see me. I make a mad dash, I go to the bath, I hid under my brother's bed, and then I can't fit under that. I force lifted the bed. I force lifted the bed in such force. I got inside and ducked myself inside in the very deep end of the bed. They went looking for me everywhere, but thankfully they never found me under my brother's bed. And I can feel my brother literally laying on top. Guys, this is insane. And at this point, I am speechless. I am so speechless that I don't even know what to say. And, so yeah. I stood under my brother's bed for what felt like ever. I decided to wait there, forever. Not forever, to see, until morning. I waited there until morning, but it never got morning. And I waited there for what felt like hours. And no matter how long I stood there, it was always night. Okay? It's like they would sleep and they'll just wake up. And they even woke up once again. At night, they even would have their, um, they even said to them, I heard them saying, let's have breakfast. But it was still night. And it was still dark. So guys, okay, this cannot be true. Why is it always dark? Never got dark. So I decided to myself, okay, I'm gonna hide in, I'm going to get up and sneak very quietly. This is my only choice. I went outside and, okay, luckily I ducked back in. Because I would have been caught right there. That was my brother right there. My brother was right there and my sister was just below the steps. If I was caught by them, this could be very bad, okay? Luckily they went downstairs. Luckily they went downstairs. I just do not want to see their eyes ever again. Okay? They're very creepy. And, I didn't know what situation I got myself in. So I went to my room, carefully sneaking up. I closed the door behind me, and I jumped straight on my bed. I jumped straight away in my bed, and I just fell asleep. I fell asleep, and what felt like tense, or felt like a few, like I passed away for a while. What felt like I just passed away, is now morning. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, how come this doesn't make any sense. How come this always not forever? I go to sleep in this morning. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking to myself that everything must be back to normal. Even though I went to my room, my brother, my sister, and my mum was all where they should be, and they had normal eyes. I had a talk with them. I had a serious talk with them, and they do not remember anything. And perhaps they thought I was going insane. And I thought the same thing for myself too. I thought I was going insane. How can they have buttons for eyes? This is insane. And luckily I was back to where I should be. So guys, I just hope that you did enjoy this video, and I do hope. I'm just glad that I'm back to normal. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Ah, thank you so much.